Hi, I'm Dana Howell. I'm a senior here at the Cambridge School of Weston. Welcome back to episode 6 of WeAre Leadership. Today you will get to hear more of an AIA perspective along with peer mentor and everything like that from AJ, a junior here at the Cambridge School of Weston, and I'll let them further introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is AJ. I am a co-head of GSA, and I've been a peer mentor.
Could you let us know what GSA stands for?
GSA is Gender and Sexuality Alliance.
So you've been here for 3 years now. You're a junior, wrapping up junior year. How did you get into leadership? Were you in leadership in middle school? Like what kicked that off for you?
Before coming here, I was super nervous about having any kind of leadership, but I think the people around me, especially shout out to Garrett, he's my other co-head, but I think he really helped me kind of blossom into who I am today. He was like, hey, my other co-head is not here, and I think he would be great for this position. And so I kind of took that, and yeah, it was very scary, but I think that I pushed through.
Yeah, I think it's, I feel like I kind of know that you kind of like jumped into it and it was like new to you. I went through the same thing, and it definitely, jumping into leadership is like, okay, like how are we going to do this? How am I going to get into it? I think that GSA is such a big group on campus, and it's one of the identity groups that you don't know much about unless you go to this space. And I think what is leading an identity space like that and being that safe person for people, how has that influenced you in a way, and how has it helped you develop as a person?
That's a good question. I think that it's helped me more come to terms with myself too. I think that being a resource has really made me confident in like who I am and what I believe in. And I think that being a resource, having people that are also like you in that same space has also uplifted me, and I feel like so happy and so glad that I get to give back to those people.
Every AIA space has a transformation. What has been the transformation for GSA? How has it grown, or what are some adversities that you all face as a group sometimes?
That's a good question. I would say finding more structure. I think that a lot of our early meetings have been just like very chill, kind of do whatever you want to or whatever you need to spaces, which is a good thing. But I also really liked bringing in like some info topics and like educational topics. We talked about like intersectionality, and we just had a meeting about queer women, and I thought that was like really good, and a lot of people were interested. So I think that's really helped us like shape the direction that we wanted to go to.
When you mention things like direction, like obviously every leader has goals and something that they want to continue to progress in. You've been doing it for 3 years now, and I'm pretty sure you always have goals. I see how ambitious and attentive you are when it comes to leading your AIA space. I've seen you work with your peer mentees. And what is a goal that you always hold yourself accountable to as a leader, and why do you think that goal is important for a leader to have?
I'd say making sure everyone feels comfortable in a space is something that I hold like extremely close to me. And I think it's really important because you don't really have like a space without the people in it. And I feel like when you are leading a space that is new to people and that is very personal to people, I think it's really important that you make sure that they're okay to be themselves in that space.
It's definitely 100% important for people to feel like they can be themselves. I think leading an AIA space, that's something that you definitely try to prioritize, is making sure that people can be themselves in this space and feel safe. And I think that's so important when running an AIA space. And I think I always hear good things about GSA, and I always like reading the emails just to see what you're talking about and see if it's something I can immerse myself in, like being someone who doesn't come to the space but cares enough to know that the people in the space have a safe space. And so AIA spaces, we are one of the only institutions that have them and are very open and give them the space that they need to thrive. What do you think a lot of people, even though we have that, what is something that you think can be improved on to better the things and the opportunities AIA spaces have at CSW?
I think this might be more specifically for GSA, but I would really appreciate more like kind of, I don't think help is the right word, but more like
Support?
help. Yeah, more support in outreach. I think that last year it was pretty hard to get like off-campus groups and like people that don't regularly come to the space to like get together, and I think that's also something that we're like moving towards, is trying to get more people in GSA, more people outside of CSW to be interested in GSA as like in general. And yeah, I know there's different schools that don't have affinity groups and don't have GSA, so I think that's like, I think it's really important to try and get out there more, and I would really appreciate more like guidance within that.
I feel like I've heard that a lot. I interviewed Cam and Fati a couple weeks ago, and their big thing was just support and understanding. Like, every AIA space is different, and I think that's what makes them an AIA space, is that there's a different identity being represented within those spaces, and those spaces deserve the support. And if we as an institution have the opportunity to give that support, it should be given. I think my next question for you is, when you think about like an AIA head coming in and somebody that could learn from you or could learn from somebody after you, what is something that you wish you knew coming into being an AIA head, and what is something that, now that you know it, your advice to go follow up after that?
I would say that like the people that come to your space are like just like you. Like, some may be younger than you, some may be older than you, and I think that's like okay. Coming into GSA, at first, it was 2 upperclassmen, and I was kind of like intimidated by that, and then I got asked to be in that position, and I was like, does that mean I have to like tell people what to do and everything like that? And I think that gave me a lot of fear. But just knowing that these are people that I like see mostly every day at school. I have classes with people that come to GSA. So I think that pressure of being a leader in general is kind of like what I wish that I had, like knowing that it's going to be okay, and like being a leader does not mean you have to be like a boss, or you have to be like, I don't know. It's a lot more chill than you would think it is.
Yeah. I think it's like, I think that's something that I had to learn too, like seeing that everybody in a space is just like me. And I say this all the time at BSU, like the title doesn't make me a superior. And I think for the longest, I felt there were high expectations for any leader at CSW to always be 100%. Like, there was no time to make mistakes. And I think that that's something that I've definitely learned from multiple interviews that I've had, and I'm learning a lot from you right now, that it's important to realize that it's okay to make mistakes, and that you don't have to boss people around to be a good leader. Like, you can just be there and support them. See, I always go through this minute in each episode where I forget what I'm gonna say, because it's like I start talking too much, and now I'm doing it again. When you think about like the idea of going back to the idea of like structure, why is structure so important? Not so important, but why is it essential in a space?
I think it's so that people have something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like one of the things that we realize is that people they can color, they can draw, they can do that like at any point in their day, and having like the space to do so is also very good. But I think that people are very excited to learn and to be in a space where like they might not know much, but they can discover more and they can talk to more people. And I think having those kinds of activities where we're able to sit down and just kind of think and have discussions as a group is really important. And yeah, I think people like to like not pay attention like a class, but like pay attention to something that they're interested in, that they resonate with.
Yeah, I think sometimes I think that's another thing that comes with it. I never wanted to feel like class. Like,
Yeah.
okay, get your laptops out. Let's do a writing prompt. Like, I never wanted to feel that way. Like, I think that the discussions being open and like unfiltered makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
What is your fondest memory in your leadership position?
Oh my gosh.
It can be silly. It could be like something serious, but like brought you so much joy.
Oh my gosh. I have so many great memories of being in GSA.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That means that you kind of love what you do.
I do. I really enjoy it. I'd say like maybe like one of the first times we did karaoke. I think people really like karaoke, and I did not know that, but people really enjoy karaoke. And
The assemblies didn't give it away for you.
no. I think it's like GSA karaoke is where it's at.
Oh.
I don't know. People were having like so much fun, and I felt like so happy to see people go up there and sing songs. And even if like nobody's heard of the songs before, they were just doing their thing. I was like, this is wonderful.
Yeah. That's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, wait. What's so special about GSA karaoke? Like, good music taste?
It's, yeah. I think
Can people
that.
actually sing? Have you been to BSU when we do it? Because they can't really sing.
But that's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
I feel like we can laugh about it.
We do it like the blindfolded version, and nobody ever, like, we'll put Keisha Cole on things, people, and nobody knows the words. It makes me really sad. I know. It's like, but maybe we should just try regular karaoke.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We let people choose their own songs.
Okay,
like,
maybe we'll try that. We'll try. They probably still won't know the words to them. So, this is a leadership podcast, and I'm always looking for some inspiration on who to bring onto the podcast. Is there a leader here that has influenced you in a way that you don't think an adult could have, or in a sense where they inspired you to continue on through leadership when there was a point where you probably thought you couldn't?
Ooh. That's also like a very good question. I feel like there's so many people in my community that are like leaders around me that inspire me like
It can be
every
somebody
day.
that doesn't even have a leadership position, but just inspires you.
Oh my gosh. I think I would say Coco, like Coco Jr. I've seen her do a lot of like really amazing things, and I don't know if she has any like big leadership positions for sure, but I know I've seen her like go out on stage and be assembly coordinator, and I thought that was like really cool. And I think she can talk to people very well. I think she knows how to like get people excited, and I think that's really important.
I love her like little video montage things that she does
Yeah.
for like the AHA presentations. I like those a lot.
They're so cute.
They're like they're funny. I think that they're great. Yeah. I don't know. I've like been thinking about getting the three of them to do an episode, but then like they have such different personalities, but I think it'll be fun. So I don't know. I'll have to see. I don't have enough mics for that. So we'd have to figure out how to make that work. When you have you watched, you can be honest, have you watched an episode?
I've watched the last episode.
So you've watched Demir's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you watch that most recent. Well, after this episode, the most recent episode will be Rosa and Adam's episode. Because I filmed them. So, hot take. I filmed them back in, I want to say, December.
Oh, okay.
January-ish. And then I messed up the film when I was abroad in France. No, I didn't. It was Delta. Delta did it. And then I had to refilm them. So their episode comes out next Tuesday. And then yours will come out after this. Who is somebody that should be on my podcast that I should sit and chat with? It can be a duo. It could be Garrett.
Garrett would enjoy this a lot.
Yeah.
I would say Garrett.
Garrett? When Garrett's back from Taiwan, we've got to figure... Well, I present... Can you put the little caption thingy up here on this one? Yeah. I present May 9th. My room has changed, though, so don't resort back to the last video. I'll update that when I know where my room is. It's not in Bio 3 anymore, but it's from 12:30 to whenever I finish yapping, and I hope you all come. And, Mom, if you're watching this, I hope you come, too. And then, yeah, so, like... Hopefully, I can get Garrett on here in time. I know they come back next Wednesday. Do you have anything you want to plug? Any last words of advice you want to give?
I know Demi already plugged this, but prom! As another class coordinator, prom is coming.
Go to prom. Please go.
It's going to be so cool, I promise. Trust.
It's going to be outside. There's going to be so many cute decorations, food. Apparently, like... I can't say too much. But as prom committee members, we are promoting prom. When does GSA meet?
GSA meets every other Thursday in the community gallery.
Please support your AIA heads and give them love and respect. And thank you so much for being on my podcast. This was so much fun. I learned so much from you. Please stay tuned for our next couple of episodes. And thank you all for watching. WeAre Leadership, and I'll see you next time with episode 7.